With its meaty texture and sweet flavor, the world's largest fruit has taken root in the US, particularly among vegans seeking a plant-based alternative to meat. Jackfruit can be eaten fresh, though when cooked its texture resembles beef or pork, suitable for dishes like vegan stew and vegan paid beef. The price can reach around $250 a pound in the US, a sharp contrast to its native lands in Southeast. To ensure that jackfruit is ripe yet durable enough for export, experts consider several key factors. Ripe jackfruit can grow to enormous sizes, sometimes exceeding 80 pounds, making harvesting physically demanding. For subtle cues like changes its color and aroma and feel its texture. If it's too firm, it's not ready. Then they use machetes to cut the thick stem carefully. Statistically, only around 10% of jackfruit's inner growth will be ready for export at any given time. Once harvested, jackfruit faces a race against time because it ripens quickly. Sheer size and weight make it a challenging fruit to transport, as the fruit's uneven shape and prickly skin end up to the cost of packaging. One Southeast Asian exporter ships over 2,000 weekly to the US, ensuring that Americans receive jackfruit in peak condition, whether sold fresh or dried. American tomato has also risen by over 35% in the last 5 years, making it one of the most sought-after exotic. The exterior color of the jackfruit will shift from green to a more yellowish hue as it ripens. A fully ripe jackfruit typically has a more vibrant, golden color. A strong, sweet aroma is a good indicator of ripeness. The scent should be fragrant and noticeable, and the fruit is cut or when you are close to it. The skin may become slightly spongy to the touch, indicating that the fruit is softening and ripe. Size and weight make it a challenging fruit to transport, as the fruit's uneven shape and prickly skin end up to the cost of packaging. One Southeast Asian exporter ships over 2,000 weekly to the US, ensuring that Americans receive jackfruit in peak condition, whether sold fresh or dried. American tomato has also risen by over 35% in the last 5 years, making it one of the most sought-after exotic. Angeles, the fruit grows in towering trees, often reaching 40 feet, in regions like Thailand, Vietnam, and India. To ensure the best quality pears must climb the trees and carefully inspect each fruit. A perfectly ripe mango stain has dark purple skin and is around 1.5 to 3 in wide. Farmers in India employ skilled harvesters who work swiftly to prevent overripe fruits from falling and spoiling. On average, one tree can produce around 80 pounds of fruit per season, but even a small drop can make the fruit unsellable. After the demand for exotic fruits like the Stein mango has surged, with imports to the US increasing by over 35% in the last 5 years. Known as the Queen of Fruits, the Stein mango is particularly popular in Southeast Asian countries like Thailand and Vietnam, where it can be purchased for as little as $4 a kilo. In contrast, prices in the US can skyrocket to around $171 a pound, making it a luxurious treat. Harvest farmers in Southeast Asia have to act quickly, as mango stain can spoil within days if not stored properly. First, the fruit is sorted by size and ripeness, both by machinery and manually. This facility in Thailand goes through around 300 pounds a day. Then they are treated with irradiation to kill any harmful bacteria or pests before being packaged for us export. Once the mango arrives in the US, it is distributed to specialty grocers at premium prices. Mango stain farming is fraught with challenges. The trees thrive only in specific tropical climates and take up to 10 years to bear fruit. This means a long way before farmers see any returns. Additionally, they alternate between high and low yield years, but despite these obstacles and the high export costs, mango stain's rising global demand offers promising rewards. Durian. Durian, often called the king of fruits, has captivated food enthusiasts worldwide with its intense aroma and creamy custom-likey texture. While considered stinky in some places, durian is so beloved in Asia that many countries offer all-you-can-eat buffets for a fixed price, often as low as $6, allowing durian lovers to indulge without time constraints. But in the US, this exotic delicacy comes at a hefty price of more than $32.50 a pound, at least 5 times the cost of the average price in Southeast Asia and more than double the price of high-end Maine lobster per pound. Despite the price, Malaysia's frozen durian exports to the US have surged to over 12,200 tons shipped, and Thailand harvested and processed nearly 1 million tons. Annually, in the recent years, harvest in June is a skillful and dangerous task thanks to the fruit spike shell and the height at which it grows, typically 50 to 70 feet off the ground. Before picking, a specialist known as a durian tapper checks each fruit's ripeness by tapping it with a knife. Based on the sound and color, they determine whether it's ready for harvest or not. The tapper then cuts the stem, and pickers below carefully catch the fruit to prevent damage. At the facility, huans are sorted, weighed, cleaned, and then let dry for at least 12 hours. Before packing, the stems are also sealed with a special chemical to help stop the sap from reducing. Ripe huans have a strong smell and can spoil quickly within a week, so exported huans are frozen at -112°F. Shortly after picking, durian products destined for the US are vacuum sealed in thick plastic packaging to maintain their quality. The best huans have a strong fragrance and a golden hue. For the Musang King variety, creamy texture and a deep yellow flesh are critical quality markers. A single farm in Malaysia can produce over 2,000 pounds of huan in a season, but only 10% of the harvest makes the cut. For international markets, despite being one of the largest huan exporters in the world, the Malaysian huan heartland of Raup was rocked by a controversy in 2021 when state authorities destroyed 15,000 durian trees, claiming that they were planted on protected land. Similarly, durian farms in Thailand are expected to reach over $28 billion by 2025. However, they face challenges. Such as rising costs and the climate crisis, which threatens the supply of these prized fruits. Rambutans, with their distinctive hairy exterior, have taken global markets by storm, especially in the US. Known for their lei-like texture and delicate balance of sweetness with a hint of tartness, rambutans sell for around $1 to $2 per pound in Southeast Asia. But once exported to the US, prices can soar to up to $7 a pound. In 2023, the US imported just 1 to 2% of the 314 million of rambutans produced in Thailand, mostly in frozen form. Farmers in Thailand and Malaysia typically begin harvesting in the summer, when the fruit skin turns from being green to a vibrant red or yellow, signaling peak ripeness. Harvesters use ladders to reach the higher branches and handpick entire clusters, taking care to avoid damaging the delicate fruit. The fruits are carefully dropped into foam boxes on the ground, each weighing around 48.5 pounds. When for this process ensures only the ripest rambutans are selected, as overripe fruits bruise easily and can become soft during transport. At peak harvest, a rambutan farm can yield up to 13.0 pounds per hectare, all handpicked for the best quality. Once harvested, they are immediately sorted by size and ripeness before being placed in cold storage, maintaining a temperature of around 50°F. Despite careful packaging, rambutans' high perishability limits how much is exported to the US market, as most Rambutans are sent to neighboring Asian countries and European. Frozen form bananas are a popular fruit in many countries and are grown across tropical regions around the world. The journey of the banana from a young plant to the consumer market involves several crucial stages, each requiring the expertise of farmers. Rambutans are sent to neighboring Asian countries and European. Frozen form bananas are a popular fruit in many countries and are grown across tropical regions around the world. The journey of the banana from a young plant to the consumer market involves several crucial stages, each requiring the expertise of farmers. With bags to protect the young fruit from insect attacks, maintaining an even temperature inside the plastic bag is crucial for the color and development of the fruit. They also remove excess bananas to concentrate nutrients. For the banana plant, pruning helps control the structure of the bunch, making maintenance easier. This promotes strong plant growth and maximizes fruit yield. Typically, harvesting begins when the bananas are still green. They will ripen during storage and transportation. Dwarf banana varieties take around 11 to 14 months from planting to harvest, while taller varieties take around 16 months. The time from flowering to harvest for a typical banana bunch is around 3 to 4 months. Signs that indicate it's time to harvest include the top of the leaves wilting, the fruit color changing from dark green to light green, and the flower tip falling off the banana's wool. Become fully plump and firm. Workers use knives to cut down the entire banana bunch. The harvesting process is labor-intensive and requires high skill. The bananas are placed on cushioned transport vehicles to prevent bruising. This step is crucial because bruised bananas are difficult to sell on international markets. Each banana bunch can weigh from 65 to 110 pounds, so farmers often use foam. Padding on their shoulders in order to avoid injury. Harvest team typically needs at least 2 people, as one farmer cuts with a knife, the other supports the bunch to ensure that it doesn't get damaged. Next, farmers secure the banana bunches onto a pulley system. This system is used to transport the bananas from the field to the collection points. This is especially true for banana farms located on hilly terrain. The installation of a cable system is ideal. On average, one system can transport around 90 banana bunches. Meanwhile, each truck can only carry around 35 to 40 bunches, making trucks more commonly used on smaller farms. After leaving the field, the bananas are immediately taken to the processing area, where they are washed and sorted. Skilled workers cut large banana bunches into smaller clusters and soak them in clean water. The second wash removes any remaining dirt or impurities. After the initial wash, the smaller banana clusters are gently placed in fresh water. To ensure they are thoroughly clean, bananas are pre-cooled within 10 to 12 hours after harvest to slow the ripening process and reduce post-harvest losses, improving their marketability. Workers separate the banana clusters into smaller portions for easier packing. They ensure that each tray meets the required weight. This step is crucial for maintaining product consistency. The bananas are packed into boxes and kept at a temperature of 13 to 14 C, ensuring they stay fresh until they reach international markets. Only the highest quality bananas are selected for export, while the rest are sold in the domestic market. Bananas are loved not only for their great taste but also for their numerous health benefits. However, they have the downside of decomposing quickly and being difficult to preserve for long periods. As a result, people often choose to process bananas by frying them to extend their life. Frying all removes some of the water from the bananas, gelatinizes the starch, destroys enzymes, and creates a crispy product with a distinct aroma and flavor. Skilled workers peel the bananas by hand, and slicing machines cut them into evenly thin slices around 3 to 5 millimeters thick. During frying, workers continuously stir the bananas to ensure an even crisping on all sides and a temperature of around 180. After 2 to 3 minutes, the bananas become crispy and turn yellow. Once the fried bananas cool, a conveyor belt moves the slices to a seasoning mixer followed by the packaging line. This production facility can process up to 15 tons of bananas each day. Production of fried bananas is growing because people want to choose healthier snacks. It is estimated market size is $2.66 billion. US bananas can also be used to make banana flour, a healthy alternative to wheat flour. In various recipes, green bananas are dried and ground into a fine powder. With a modest initial investment, farmers can produce banana flour and market it to retailers. In addition, into food, farmers can produce a lightweight, breathable fabric from banana stems. There are two types of banana fibers. One type is peeled from the inner bark, which is a soft silk-like texture and is relatively expensive. After harvesting, farmers chop down the banana stems to prepare the fibers. The outer layer of the stem is removed, leaving the strong inner fibers. Banana stems are soaked to decompose and separate the fibers. After that, the banana fibers are washed and dried. Farmers comb them to separate and make them smooth and flexible. The long fibers are then spun onto thin threads and wound on a loom to produce fabric. The second type of banana fiber is coarser and it is peeled from the outer bark of the banana stem. Banana fiber feels soft, but it is as strong as rope. It is also easier to remove because this type of fabric is biodegradable. All the items in this room are made from banana fibers. This coarse fiber is ideal for producing accessories. However, banana fiber production is quite time-consuming and has not been widely adopted. On average, out of 500,000 hectares of banana cultivation, only 10% of the waste from banana stems is processed into fiber.